Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the Book Corner. I got a great show for you tonight. I have with me Jennifer Nickell, author and photographer, by the way. She's the author of Purgatory. So thanks for joining me tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Say hi for to everybody. Yay! So make sure you get in the chat here so we know you're here.
Me?
No, I'm talking to the audience.
Okay, I was like,
yeah, everybody out there, you're already here, so that's cool.
You're right.
So we
you're
got
right.
you. So, couple things. Now, how did you decide you wanted to write?
Well, I work in a psychiatric hospital. I've done that for 8 years.
Oh, wow. I
just was getting so burnt out, and I thought, and I just started coming up with these stories in my head, and they were annoying me. I'm one of those people who doesn't, if I could just do nothing, I would do it. But all of a sudden I had all these stories in my head, and I thought, well, what do I want to write about? And I thought, okay, I like the Twilight Zone, and I like Stephen King, so I just mixed them together, and that's how I came up with Purgatory.
That's awesome. That's great. That's kind of an outlet for you then. That's great.
Definitely.
Wow. I don't know if I could do what you do. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. No. Wow. Good for you. So was Stephen King like a major influence on you?
Oh, yeah. He was the end-all, be-all for me. He still is in a way, too.
Oh, yeah, of course. Who doesn't? Oh, God, who doesn't like Stephen King?
I actually don't know anyone who doesn't. But
yeah, I don't either. So anybody out there who doesn't, let us know, because I'd be really surprised.
Me too.
Yeah, for sure. So this is your first book. How long did it take you to write it and get everything the way you wanted to?
Well, can I just be myself on here?
Yes, absolutely. No, be yourself. Be yourself.
I tend to drink a little bit. I cuss a lot. I tend to be very inappropriate. And
I like you. Yes, no.
And one night I was like, well, these stories were annoying me to the point where I was like, okay, I'm either going to freaking write it or I'm going to just ignore it. But you can't ignore it after a while. You start getting migraines and stuff.
Yes.
So I thought, I'm sorry, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I got off on it.
No, just go ahead. How long did it take you to write it and everything?
Okay.
So, just be yourself. Talk on what you want to talk about. I'm good. You go for it.
Purgatory, I think it took me about a year to finish. I would write when I was drunk. And I know that it came out probably, people who read it are like, oh yeah, I see that. I can see that.
Really?
Yep. I was off my ass the whole time. In fact, when I gave it to the guy to publish it, I'm like, look, either you like it or you don't. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, fuck it. But he goes, I actually do like it. And I'm like, what? All right.
Well, Stephen King, look what he wrote when he was all peeled up. So
that's true.
You can't say anything against that. And some people, that's just how you work. I don't have a problem with it. And it looks like you came out with a good book with it. So,
I think it's okay. I think I could have done a lot better. But since I've really never paid much attention to the English language or grammar or punctuation, I have learned the hard way that those things matter very much.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they do. I wish they could just let you talk the way you want to. Just write it the way you want it written. Now,
exactly.
Don't screw with it at all. So it took you. So what did you think? Why you were writing this? What were your thoughts? Was it like, am I really doing this, or?
Well, my thought was, I had watched the Twilight Zone ever since I was a small child, and I remember thinking, I want to stay as true to that as possible. So how do I do that? And how do I throw some Stephen King elements into there? So I just went back to being a kid, and I remembered what interested me then, because my imagination would, when you're a teenager, how everything sparks your imagination, every damn thing.
Yep.
So I just went back to that time when some of my family members were still alive, and I would talk to them about these things, and that's what sparked this story.
Nice.
And basically it is like an episode of the Twilight Zone, because everything I wrote in there it's just random, and you can't explain it. And I want to write stuff that people can't explain. I don't want everything explained to me.
Yeah, that takes an element out. That takes an element out of it, if you ask me.
Say what?
It takes an element out, you know. Geez, I know what you're saying. How do you explain it? Yeah. I know exactly what you don't want to be mainstream either.
Absolutely not. No. In fact, Barnes & Noble, when I went to talk to them about doing a book signing, they were like, well, yours isn't mainstream. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, not supposed to be.
I said, I asked them, I'm like, what the hell do you want? You guys asked me to have a book signing, now you're saying I can't? What,
yeah.
You people are, what do you want? What the fuck do you want? You know? And they were like, well, your book is not mainstream. So, you know, we really don't want. I said, why did you even invite me then? What
was the point of that?
Yeah, why don't you just leave me the hell alone? You don't want, why do you have my book on your website? If it's not mainstream, it's not what, you elitist people think it should be,
right,
then take it the hell off.
Yeah. I mean, what was the point in that? Did they see your way or did you not do it?
Well, they started to see my way, and then they were like, look, you have to tell Amazon to make it, let's say we buy 1,000 copies. They have to be able to return them if we don't sell them. And I'm like, you guys know freaking well that I'm a first-time author. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that.
Exactly.
So, and then with the Pikes Peak Library, the same thing. I live in Colorado Springs. They put me in their mountain of authors, and I thought that was kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, we pick a certain amount of people every year to come and talk to us. Well, great. I'd love that. Well, they don't consider horror to be.
That's bold because horror is, I mean, it's a genre. Come on. I don't understand why some people, they don't include that.
I don't either.
Because they do that even with movie awards and stuff. Horror is not in there. It is not a category, which, and it should be, I think. I mean,
especially if it's done well.
Oh, yeah. Look at Train to Busan. That would have won some major awards, I think. That was a freaking awesome movie.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't understand why that is not a category.
I don't either. But they consider it to be probably just filler.
Yeah, even comedy really isn't a category, so to speak.
Right.
And I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair.
It just seemed they seem elitist to me.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Absolutely. So
I shop at Walmart. I drink beer. I talk more shit than anybody on this planet. I'm the most sarcastic person you'll ever freaking meet.
I don't know.
A lot of the times, that's just me trying to bond with you.
I'm that way too. So
yeah, see.
Yep, absolutely. That's how I hug. So there you go. If I like you, you're going to get it. So there you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Okay. So you're going through this period, this year. Did you ever, get a block, or did you just want to say, oh, the hell with it at any point?
Well, if you ask my boyfriend, he's been driving me nuts. He's like, you got to finish the story because I have another one working. And
oh, yeah.
I was like,
we'll get to that.
I said, do you think this is easy? Do you think you just sit down and write a novel and you're like, cool, I'm done. Now I'm going to start another one. It doesn't work like that.
Tell them. Tell people.
I'm writing about a kid who's a sociopath who ends up becoming a photog for a psychopath that owns a tabloid.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that sounds good.
They meet a demon. So my brain gives me all these fucking ideas, but I'm like, cool, that's great, thanks. But now I have to learn how to try to figure out how to write it. It's not easy.
No.
So
I don't.
Purgatory. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
interrupt you. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Purgatory was easy to write because everything in it is fantasy. I made that shit up. All that shit is made up. I don't know if there's a purgatory. I don't know if Elvis and Marilyn Monroe and James Dean are living there. James Dean is a vampire.
Yeah.
How the hell would I know? That shit's made up from my imagination. This one is psychological horror based on reality with some supernatural factors.
Awesome. That sounds really good.
Well, I mean, since you've had me on your show, you're going to get a copy, right?
Oh, yay! Yay! I'm so happy.
Well, I think it's great that you even invited me, so I appreciate it.
Oh, God, absolutely. I've been following you. You know that. She also has a Facebook page on called Horror Lovers, and it's totally fantastic. And I'm a faithful follower of her book also. So please get it. You hear me out there? Get it.
Well, they changed the title. It's called, now it's my publisher changed it to Purgatory, a rock star's journey into hell, because he wanted it to be a little bit more self-explanatory. But I really actually don't like the name, I think Purgatory and just the diner on the front would have been enough. But
I think so too. Why do they have to want to change everything? This is supposed to be your work.
I think his wife did it, and I think she was just trying. I think she liked the story, so she wanted to add some elements to the front so people understood. And I'm like, look, I said, I don't care if they understand. If they buy it, fine. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's doing well. So there you go.
It does okay at times. The Kindle version does better than, it seems like people are buying Kindles more.
Well, I think that's because, they were closed. So you couldn't go get it.
Couldn't go in, so.
Excuse me. COVID cough. Still. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. So are there was there any point in that time you just wanted to throw your hands up and say, screw it, I'm not doing it?
You mean the first book, Purgatory?
Yeah.
No, I had to get it out.
Oh,
it was driving me insane.
Interesting. Because some people are like, oh, this is just too much, I can't do this. But they end up doing it anyway. But, right. A lot of people go through that period where they're just like, oh, no, this is, not going to work. I can't do this, whatever the case may be. Good for you, though. How's the second one coming?
Well, I'm probably about halfway, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know shit about writing. This is just something I did. This is just like everything else I do in my life. The photography, the writing. I'm just like, hey, I'm going to be a writer now. Hey, I'm going to go be a photographer. So I think I'm halfway done, but I could be just at the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, it's where the pen takes you, right? Pretty much.
Yes, exactly. You have to add every element you can. You don't want to leave anything out.
That's awesome. Because most people are like, oh, I don't know, I couldn't do that. Good for you for doing what you want. I think that's awesome that you just go for it. But you don't go just, halfway crap. You do it. And your book is proof of that. And your photography. She is a wonderful photographer, by the way. It's black and white photography. Basically like noir photography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just pictures I've taken around Colorado Springs.
Yeah, but the black and white is, to me, I like the black and white more.
Me too.
I do. I think it tells more than, a normal picture.
Right.
But you're going for it, so good for you. So the second one you're working, I can't wait for that one to come out. That'll be freaking awesome. That's great.
It's a little bit. I've had so much shit given to me by parents that have read kids have read Purgatory. They're like, this is bullshit. My kids have nightmares. Well, why don't you watch what the hell your kid is reading?
Yeah.
If you read Camera Zero is my second one. If your kid reads that and they have nightmares, that's on you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And rape.
Don't let your kids read it. Under 15 maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Camera Zero is probably for anybody who's 21 and above. It's pretty dark.
Ooh, good one. Well, that's like people say, should I let my kids watch it? Well, yeah, my daughter was 8 years old. She loved it. She knew that script backwards and forwards, right. The original It. And she was 8, and that got her started. And she just loved it. She loved it. She watched it all the time.
Yeah, some kids can handle that stuff.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, my mom introduced me to horror. My dad would work midnight shift, and she'd wake me up to watch a scary movie with her. So
that's great. That's how it should be. That's family.
Yeah, I was introduced to right away. What was it? Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, and all those. That's what I was introduced. That brought me into it, and ever since. Oh, that's so awesome. So Stephen King is your most writer that influenced you?
Definitely. I mean, I think I read Salem's Lot when I was 7. And it just went from there.
That's about the only one that scared the crap out of me. Seriously.
I know, right?
Yeah. The kid at the window. Yeah, that just freaks me out. That gives me the creeps every time. Every time.
But it's such a great feeling for me. I mean, my imagination, I'm telling you, it's hard because I have to tap into this it's a dark place.
Uh-huh.
I'm a sick and twisted, demented motherfucker. I get it. And that's fine. But if I have to go into that place, it's dark. And I think it's because I did watch and read all that material when I was a kid.
Yeah, it could be. Could well be.
I'm sorry about my language.
That's okay. Be yourself. Be yourself. This isn't Miss Manners show here, so it's okay.
Right. And I figured since you followed me long enough, you knew what I was going to probably be like. So.
Yeah, that's fine. You just be yourself. That's what you're here for.
So have you read my book? Have you read Purgatory?
I've read part of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So far, so good. That's why I wanted to get you on here too. Because if you haven't gotten this, guys, please, please, please get it. And I don't know if the bookstores are fully open yet or what's going on.
Not sure.
But get the Kindle version. Get it. Absolutely. I recommend it from what I've read so far. So I'm not telling anything. You read it for yourself. Figure it out for yourself. But yeah, I'm liking it. So yeah, absolutely. So
I mean, it's weird. It's a weird story. So.
Yeah, but weird is good. That's my kind of story. So. That I love that. I don't like anything pat. That's like, when Stephen King did The Mist and the ending. Mm-hmm. Okay, in the movie, the ending. That was perfect to me.
It was perfect. Mm-hmm.
No ending is happy. Not every ending is a happy, oh, yay. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, my boyfriend's like, you don't like happy and easy. And I'm like, no, I don't want that crap. I want to see something happen. You got, like Stephen King says, kill your darlings. Kill them.
Yeah, not every ending is a happy ending. That's not life. That's not real. So
it's not really at all. No.
So there you go. That's just a touch of reality there. People are like, oh, they shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I think it was perfect.
Yeah, worked for me.
Yeah, absolutely. It just goes to show you. So, so you're working on the new one.
Yeah, well, we can call it that.
Okay, but you're saying you never read anything on writing. Now, a lot of authors I talk to, they have read, Stephen King on writing. They have read, several different books on how to write. Is that a good thing or no?
Well, I think as far as grammar and punctuation and the solidity of the story, yeah, I think that they're probably onto something. But if you like, I'll send you a copy of Camera Zero. You're going to see an improvement from Purgatory to Camera Zero because I'm adding more description. I'm being more vivid with what I do. But I really don't give a damn about reading some shit about creativity or in writing. No. If people like me, they just will. If they don't, they won't.
Okay, I like it. I like that attitude because I tend to agree. I mean, does all that, of course they also say writing, you have to read a lot. So I know you do that. So that's part of it, I think they say.
It is. Mm-hmm.
But all that other stuff, to me, that's just being like a copy. If everybody did it that way, then you're kind of just conforming, being a copy, so to speak.
Maybe that is true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying there?
Yeah, and I don't conform to shit, so maybe that's
good. That's probably why
is something that I do have an attitude, but most of the time I just realize that I'm not going to be the best writer in the world. I'm not going to be that person. Like, I'm not Stephen King. I'm not Dean Koontz. I'm not any of those people. I'm just me. Now, if somebody says, hey, your grammar is really, really bad, I'll be like, you know what? Yeah. You're absolutely right. Do you want me to sign it or not?
Yeah.
No? Okay, bye.
I love it. There you go. Absolutely. To me, it's not all about the grammar either, I don't think. I think it's your work. If that's how you're telling the story, that's how you're doing it. I think more of you is in it at that point. More of the writer is in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. And, it's all, I read some books and it's like, God, it sounds like the same one I just read. I hate that more than anything. Yep. It's not any different. And I'm sorry, this is going to offend some people. I know it's going to, but James Patterson is a perfect example.
He is, totally.
Oh, my God. I will not read that man. I don't care how much you pay me. I will not read him. Hi, Michelle. Michelle is in the chat, and she says, agreed, your writing makes it your writing. If you write like any other author, they accuse you of trying to be like them, or worse, ripping them off.
Tell her thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, she's right. It's true.
Here's the thing, though. I've had fans that come up to me and say, hey, this book is good. I really liked it. I felt good. It just didn't make any sense, though. Okay, well, that's what I was going for. I just want you to have a few nightmares and say, hey, thanks for all the scares. You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want.
Yeah, and I realize that mistakes in grammar and mistakes in punctuation, that shouldn't happen. I do agree on some level. And you should get a good editor that will clean up the story, format it for you, to where the person who's reading it does feel like that the author took the time to make it a good finished product. I get that.
Right.
But
don't
with my
change
first
it.
novel, I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, I mean,
like I
for
said,
the first time, yeah, I probably wouldn't either. Not that I'd try it, but hey, you know, you never know.
You know what's funny is Purgatory was all one sentence when I wrote it.
Hey, whatever.
I was like, I don't know. And he was like, I really love the story, but you need to add some commas, and you know, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay, put them in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just don't change the story. You know, I hate when they say, well, maybe you should do this and do. No, this is, you know, the story. Yeah, you guys put in the punctuation there. That's fine.
Yeah, you add that. That's what I'm paying you for, dude.
Exactly. So you're working on that. So how serious are you about your photography? Because I think you should put that into a book, photography book.
You know, my boyfriend's the one that got me going on that. He used to be a photographer for a living.
Oh, wow.
And I said, well, good for you, man. You know, I was like, whatever. Good luck with that. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
He knows my sarcasm, but he goes, let's just go take some pictures. So I did, and you're the second person to say that to me. And I was like, you know, I'm really honored that you like them. You know, that's great.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing with the COVID-19, you can't go into the places anymore.
Oh,
and just do
yeah,
so,
yeah. Dang it, that's true.
And I thought about that, and I appreciate you saying that.
Oh, well, that's how I feel about it. I think eventually you should put them into, you know, a photography book. Michelle now says, to me, everybody speaks differently. Improper at times. If you don't speak like a freaking English prince, why would you write like one? There you go. I love Michelle. She's my bestie. She's my, we do several shows together, so there you go. Yeah.
My favorite saying to that is, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, I remember I got invited to be on this author tour. And I was like, cool. I said, but you guys know that I'm not going to act like you, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? I said, I'm going to be myself.
Yeah.
I said, I will be professional. I'm not going to, it's not that I'm not going to shower and shit, but I'm going to be, I like to cuss. I like people who are down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, we can't have you do that. And I said, well, I'm not going to go. Thanks anyway. I mean, I appreciated the offer.
Right.
I mean, that was grateful for
Yeah, absolutely.
But they wanted me to wear they wanted me to look like some uber conservative. I don't know.
They wanted you to dress differently too?
Yeah, they're like, could you, do something with your hair and makeup? No.
No, that's not me. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
that world is world is a whole different world apparently than what I figured it was.
Yeah, I'm a horror author. I can sit there and say whatever the hell I want.
Yeah. Wow.
If people are sensitive and that's on them.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Exactly.
We'll just leave that at there. We know.
I mean, I do understand this a level of professionalism. I do get that.
Sure you do. I mean, who doesn't? But
yeah.
Don't change yourself to, again, you're conforming to what they want you to do. That's not right, I don't think. I don't think they should do that.
I mean, true creativity is sparked by what's inside of you. It's not sparked by what everybody thinks of you.
Okay, did you hear that, everybody out there?
Oh.
Repeat that.
True creativity is sparked by what's inside of you, in each and every one of us, not by what people think of you. So if you stop caring, and I'm actually going to read this book. It says The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
My daughter has that book. Yeah, my daughter has it. I'm going to borrow it when she's done with it. But yeah, she has that book. So there you go.
Are you a writer?
No. I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't think I could write to that caliber. I don't know. Of course, I've never tried it, so I honestly don't know.
Oh, if you probably could. I mean, if you just did it in little bits at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Michelle is like, write edgy, but behave like a Republican in front of a news camera.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this country. I'm proud to live here, but that's not what I'm there for.
Right.
So,
oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I've never tried it. I have thought about it, but it's like, I just don't know. I don't think I have enough confidence in myself to do it.
Well, I didn't have any confidence either. I really didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I still did it.
Good for you. Good for you. That's what I like to hear. You know, you're braver than I am. That's for sure. I just don't. So the self-confidence, I don't think is there. But from some of the things I've read, I don't think theirs was there either, as far as that goes.
Right.
You know, so maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I don't know. But yeah. So if you had some advice to give somebody like me, okay, anybody who was thinking about maybe writing, what would you tell them?
Write what you're passionate about, and make sure that you don't listen to anybody else.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, don't be cookie cutter.
Nope. Make sure you write whatever the hell you want, and get a good editor, and you can publish it on Amazon. It's called KDP. You know, it's for people who are just starting out, like I was. Put it in there and just see what happens. You'll get fans. Fans will like you. Some will hate you. But even the haters you still got fans.
Exactly.
They
exactly.
Hate you as a fan. Great.
Yeah, there you go. Yay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're there. That's right. You know, sometimes they got to hate you before they love you, right?
Yeah, even if they really hate you, they still follow you.
Yeah. Just so they can hate on you. It's awesome. Yeah.
It's like, cool, I'm glad you're thinking of me. Bye.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle, I have 5 books I've been writing for 15 years. I'm my biggest critic. See, there you go.
Yeah, you are. Everybody is. I mean, I am too. Like, I drive my boyfriend crazy with that. So he's like, please just write. Okay.
Get them finished, Michelle. I want to read yours too. Let's go. But she said I have 5 books she's been writing for 15 years. So what would you tell her?
Just finish them. Just vomit out whatever you want to vomit out, and then find a good editor. You can find them anywhere. You can find them on social media. You can find them in. Well, I found mine back when we had phone books.
Yeah.
But, you can find a good editor. You can get somebody to clean up your work. You know, just put it in there. Don't be afraid. I mean, look what I wrote. I wrote some crazy ass story about a freaking angel who torments these ex-movies rock stars in Purgatory. I mean, that's some wild shit.
Yeah, that's great, though. It's great.
Thank you.
Finish them up, Michelle. Come on. You can do it. Of course, your time schedule. She works like 10 to 6 or 6 in the morning. So
I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I still
ouch. Mm-hmm. Wow. Good for you. See, Michelle, you can do it. You need to do it. Our show, Saturday night, we have Ecto and Encounters, and I'm going to tell her then, you need to do this.
Yeah, just get it done, because if you never get it done, you'll never know how good it is. So.
Yeah. There you go. See. So you should be very proud of what you did. I think it's phenomenal because, you know, not a lot of people would do that. You know, either they're you know, like Stephen King, or you just go ahead and do it. Michelle, I had a publisher interested in one, but they told me to shorten it. And she's like, it's like asking to cut your child's leg off. LOL.
I'll just tell her to put it on KDP and she'll just get her own fans.
Go to
KDP on Amazon.
KDP. Gotcha. On Amazon.
You can publish it yourself. Just make sure you get it edited and cleaned up before you throw it in there.
Okay, you hear her? Okay, she's listening. I know she is. So there you go. They told you to shorten it. Why? Why would somebody tell you to do that?
Because they're picky. They have their criteria, and it just, you know, it's not always
I just don't. Again, I go back to James Patterson, and he's got a ghostwriter who does a lot of his crap. But it's like boom, 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 and it's all the same crap.
With just different names, right?
Yeah, and it drives me crazy. I cannot read him. I cannot do it. And I won't either because of that. Because to me, that's not being a true author. You're not doing it yourself.
Nope, it's just you pushing out pieces of paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
and I don't care for his style anyway, as far as that goes. But
Dean Koontz is the same way.
He's hit and miss. He's hit and miss. He's has some good ones, but some of the other ones, it's like, what? But, it's like, what, did you do this overnight or what? But, he's pretty much, he's a hit and miss author. He really is. But some of his work is good.
Yeah, true. That is true. Like Phantoms, that was a good
one. Yeah, Phantoms was good. Yeah, I agree with that. I like Robert McGammon, too. I wish he'd write more.
Does he write horror?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, Robert McGammon. He's good. He's good. You know who else? I love Bentley Little.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Oh my God, check him out. He takes the most mundane things and he'll scare the living crap out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. You need to read The Association by Bentley Little.
Okay.
At this point, when I was reading him, my parents were looking for a home and they were getting into these associations and stuff. And I said, read this book, Mom. Tell me if this is what you really want to do. It's all about these
That's funny.
associations that are like totally off the deep end. It's crazy, but it's freaking scary how he does it.
That's great. Take something very small and make it scary.
The Mailman, that's another one. Or The Resort. Any of those, just you need to read him. I mean, if that doesn't give you ideas, I don't know what will. He just takes these everyday things and he'll scare the crap out of you with it.
I have more ideas
Good.
than I care to have.
Okay, Michelle says, see, that's me. I have these whacked out ideas like crazy. I know how I want it to start and end. It's a story in between she has issues with.
Yeah, I know. Tell her I understand completely.
She's listening. So
Okay.
she gets you, Michelle.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
You'll figure it out. You'll get it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't even think about it. Just get it done.
But yeah, if you haven't read Bentley Little, you need to read him. I think he's one of the best, and I think he's very underrated because he's freaking scary. He really is, and it just takes these things. And in the association, there's this pit, and there's this Stumpy dude in there. They call him Stumpy. Needless to say, he has no arms and legs, but this is what happens when you don't follow the association rules. It's friggin' crazy. I mean,
that's great.
Yeah, it is. It just takes these mundane, everyday things that we do, and he turns it into something. Oh my God, I don't want my mailman anymore now, but
That's great. That's a good author.
Yeah, he's really good. Mm-hmm. Finish it, Michelle. You'll get it. You'll figure it out. Come on. Oh, she's like, wouldn't it be effed up if Patterson's ghostwriter was really a ghost? That would be a cool story.
Yeah, well, I would definitely read something like that.
Yeah, for sure, but we know he's not.
No.
Dang it. Damn it. Yeah. Don't we wish? That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there you go. There's a good storyline. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So, you're working on this second one, which I can't. That'll be awesome. So, you planning on writing more after that?
Oh yeah, my imagination won't give me any choice anymore. So.
Oh, isn't that too bad? Darn.
Yeah, actually, if I could do nothing, I would do nothing.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't give me that option anymore.
It might. It might down the road.
Once I get these stories out.
Yeah.
Problem is I'm like, cool, now I'm good. I can sit and watch TV and do nothing. No, here comes 20 more.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. Do that full time. We'd be happy with it. Us readers out here would be very happy with that. That would be great, though, Michelle. Think about that. But you got to take the good with the bad, I'm sure. But I think you're on your way.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. I really do. I think you're on your way. So keep up the good work. I had a few more. I can't think of. I should have wrote them down. But we were just talking. That's what we do. We just.
It doesn't.
It's not a format. I don't do a format or anything. I just like to talk to people. Talk to them, not just read.
My boyfriend, I said, hey. This is before we were dating. I said, would you read my book and just tell me what you think? Because he's a big reader. So he read it in front of me.
Oh.
And I'm like, damn you.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he liked it. I mean, he goes, this is good. And I'm like, thanks. So that was before he was dating me. So I was like, okay, cool.
Okay, that works. There you go.
It worked. Yeah, I was like, thanks, dude.
Yeah. But I just think it's great that you just did it. You didn't hesitate. You just went ahead and did it.
I did.
Like I said, a lot of people that want to be out, they're reading everything, how to write, how to do this, how to do that, before they even start their story. And I think that kind of cripples them in a way.
Well, it can be overwhelming, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think it kind of cripbles them because they're trying to do all this correctly, like they're saying it should be, and all of a sudden you're losing the story.
Right,
so
because you bury yourself in big words and long sentences and weird phrases and
Yeah. I read Ann Perry. Now, Ann Perry she's a mystery writer.
Okay.
But the only thing you got to watch with her, she's very descriptive. I mean, you know exactly what that blade of grass looks like and feels like. A little too wordy. But the storylines are good. But she gets into that real descriptive stuff. And that kind of gets, I kind of skim over that sometimes,
It's tedious.
Yeah. So, but I think if you try and, like you just went ahead and put down, you wrote what you felt, your story. Okay. Then you take it from there. Maybe go back, like you said, have a good editor. They'll fix it up for you and you're good. I don't think, if you're starting out, don't sweat that stuff yet.
That's right. Get it done.
Yeah. Get your story done. Don't worry about, all that other crap yet. It'll happen.
It's just going to make you not do it. You're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Excuse me. Damn COVID. Oh, it is. It's a side effect, and I can't. It's just terrible. But anyway, so what other tips would you give, like to Michelle?
Well, the ones that I follow are write just a little bit every day. I write one paragraph a day. Don't overwhelm yourself with trying to finish it all at once because you're not going to do it. Make sure that you're not trying to please your audience. Just please yourself. Write what you would like to read. And make sure that you write what you're passionate about.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So, well, yours was purely, imaginary. Okay. But if you're writing about a certain subject, say, should you be up on it so you know what you're talking about, or?
Well, if you're writing, I write fiction, obviously. So,
does it matter with fiction?
Say what?
Does it matter with fiction?
It does. You still have to stay within the realm of reality.
So
when I wrote Purgatory, I wrote about a rock star who dies. She ODs.
Yeah.
But I have to talk about how she OD'd.
Right.
I have to make sure that I don't make up some weird crap that's, she took this. No, she OD'd on pure heroin. She didn't know she had that.
Right. You had to research that then before you put that in. Okay.
And I researched Janis Joplin's death because Janis Joplin's in the novel. So I just researched her death and I gave my main character, Angel, the same death.
Ah, very cool.
Now, when I sent her to Purgatory, Elvis, Marilyn, Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin are all there because they've been judged by God as well to have not lived their life correctly. They killed themselves. Well, so did my main character. And I still have to stay within the realm of reality of what actually happened to these people.
Okay.
Marilyn Monroe's there. She OD'd.
Yeah, she OD'd.
We think.
Yeah.
But then I also have, I wrote about Purgatory and I can make that whatever the hell I wanted.
Right.
So I named the town Harmony because I was like, that is the opposite of what this town is.
Right. Oh, good. Yeah.
It's full of fucking demons. But you still have to stay within the realm of reality when it comes to even just a demon.
Okay.
So my demons were, I looked up the rules and regulations of demons.
Very good. I see.
And, and the angel that's there that torments them because he doesn't believe he should be there. He's a horrible person. He's a horrible angel. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to be there. So he sells all their souls to Lucifer in order to get those demons. But I have to talk about angels the way they've been written about. And I can't talk about angels that are revered.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So my publisher came up with a different name for my angel. He goes, because I called him Michael. And he's like, nope.
Because Michael's the archangel. Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's revered. So he came up with a Welsh name.
Oh, there you go.
Like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, that works. I see. So it's not just I get it.
I mean, I really didn't think about that stuff.
Right. I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would get that. Oh, Michelle says real world calls. Got to get ready for work. I'll check out your book, Jennifer.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. She will too. She definitely will. Yeah, she will. She'll probably talk about it. So we'll probably talk about it Saturday, as a matter of fact.
I appreciate that.
Because it's called Ecto Encounters, and it's about the strange stuff, unusual things that happen that nobody can explain, really, that kind of show. So,
Right.
And she gets these stories in from people, and they're pretty freaking crazy. But
that's okay.
and we get these stories and real life things that happen to people, and wow, it's just. But that's what we do. So
life is stranger than fiction.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But I think you're well on your way. So good job.
Well, I appreciate this. I mean, it means a lot to me. You've followed me for a long time. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, more than happy to. More than happy to.
Some of the pictures you post, I'm like, well, damn it, now I have to find a better one.
It's so funny because I start looking for stuff and it's like, oh, I can use it there and I can use it on this one too. And it's just bizarre how it works out. But I try and find some good ones. I don't go for the, cheesy ones.
The Twilight ones.
Yeah. But no, I love that page because it's different. It's not your typical horror page.
Well, my Purgatory page, or Facebook they said some of my stuff is inappropriate. So.
Oh, did you offend them? Isn't that too bad? But anyway,
I'm in the crying corner. So.
Oh my God! I that's getting out of hand.
A little, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Inappropriate. Okay. Don't read it then. Scroll past it.
Why not? Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. Scroll past it. Facebook. Scroll past it.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It's your book. Come on. Stop it. I think once you can, pursue that. I've seen some of your photography, and I'll tell you what, I really, really like it. Like I said, I like the black and white better than regular pictures. Mm-hmm. So keep that up too.
I will. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, any last words for our aspiring authors out there?
Just make sure that if you're writing, make sure it's something you really love, because that'll come across to your read.
There you go. Yeah, I guess it would.
It does.
Agreed. I agree. That's like Anne Rice's, her last book, Prince Lestat, the Realm of Atlantis. Oh my God, I don't know where her head was, but that has got to be the worst book I have ever read.
Yeah.
I don't understand. She was just everywhere in that. Did you read it?
I tried.
I almost gave up because I'm like, I can't do this. But I have never given up on a book. I had to finish it. I didn't like it, but I did finish it. That she was everywhere. I don't understand where that was even came from or going to. I don't know.
I've heard stuff about her, but I never listened to rumors because they're always just,
that was a bizarre book, to say the least.
I think she might be a little bizarre herself, but like I said, I don't know her, so.
Yeah, but I've followed her since, the Witching Hour and, all those were great. Memock the Devil and all those were fantastic. And then all of a sudden,
Vampire Lestat,
and then all of a sudden she gets this one, and it's like, what the hell? I could not. I just could not do it. I did that. It's one book I have to say I did not like, and I don't usually say that, but that was really bad. It's
and sometimes you're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, you have to go back. And it's like, wait a minute, where did this come from? It was just totally. It wasn't solid. It was all over the place. And that's unusual for her. And I was really surprised. I was looking forward to that. And I was like, no. Yeah, not a good one. But I don't think you'll go there. You do.
I'll try not to. I'll try not to piss me, because that book pissed me off.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just like, what? I was just one of those where it was just it was not good. Not good
sorry,
at all.
Not sorry. Yeah.
So good. So all you aspiring out there, I hope you're listening in. Make sure you message. You can check out this podcast on YouTube for iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, And of course, you can check out our Facebook page, KBLP LLC. So, you can download it from Spreaker also. So check this show out and you'll have a good insight. Jennifer Nickell, the author of Purgatory. And what's the rest of it now since you had to change it?
Purgatory, a rock star's journey into hell.
A rock star's journey into hell. There you go.
Yep.
I just like Purgatory. I think that pretty much said it all, but what do I know?
I do too.
What do I know, right? I'm not
I don't know either.
So I thank you for joining me tonight. I hope everybody had a good time. I did. I learned a lot, actually, so that's very cool. Oh, anytime you want to come on the Book Corner and talk about a book, let me know, because you're more than welcome.
Oh, thank you.
And I like it better when I'm talking to somebody, because I feel like I'm talking to myself other than that,
Yeah.
So anytime, if you want to talk about a book, a series of books or something, you're more than welcome to say, hey, can we talk about this? Yeah, come on, we'll do it. Okay. I'm on every Wednesday, so
well, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you all for listening out there. Have a good night. Keep writing. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.